A US military aircraft carrying illegal Indian migrants has taken off. This marks the first deportation flight to India under Donald Trump's second term. But why is this happening now? What does this mean for undocumented Indians in the United States, and how does this impact legal immigration? Let's break it all down. A US military C-17 aircraft has departed for India carrying illegal Indian migrants, according to a US official who spoke to Reuters. The flight will take over 24 hours to reach India. This is part of the Trump administration's aggressive immigration crackdown, which has seen the US military take on a bigger role in deportations. The Pentagon has now started using military aircraft to remove undocumented migrants detained at border states like Texas and California. So far, US military flights have deported migrants to Guatemala, Peru, and Honduras. This latest deportation to India is the first under Trump's second term, and it signals a shift in how the US is handling illegal migration from South Africa. The Trump administration is expanding deportation efforts at an unprecedented pace. The Pentagon is now assisting in removing over 5,000 immigrants detained by US authorities in El Paso, Texas, and San Diego in California. Between October 2023 and September 2024, the US deported more than 1,100 illegal Indian immigrants. The US has identified around 18,000 Indian nationals living in the country without legal status. Globally, the US Department of Homeland Security conducted 495 repatriation flights in the 2023-24 period, returning around 160,000 individuals to 145 countries, including India. But this could just be the beginning. Trump has made it clear that immigration enforcement is his top domestic priority. He has vowed to deport 1 million undocumented migrants in a year, which is around 2,750 per day. So why is the US deporting more Indians? Illegal migration from India to the United States has surged in recent years. US border officials recorded 90,415 attempts by Indian nationals to enter the country without authorization in 2023-24. Most of these crossings happened at the northern US border with Canada. Indians now account for about 3% of all unauthorized crossings into the US, surpassing other Asian groups like Filipinos, according to the US Customs and Border Protection data. But why are more Indians trying to enter the US illegally? The primary reasons are economic challenges and restrictive visa policies. Many are unable to secure work visas or student permits and turn to irregular routes instead. Despite the rise in illegal migration, Indians continue to dominate illegal skilled worker visas in the United States. In 2023, Indian nationals received about 78% of all H-1B visas, which is about 207,307 out of 265,777. The H-1B visa program plays a key role in critical US industries like technology, engineering, and medicine. Meanwhile, India has signaled that it is willing to work with the Trump administration on deportations. New Delhi's priority is to ensure that Trump's immigration crackdown does not disrupt legal migrant pathways for Indian workers and students. Indian officials have told their American counterparts that they will take back Indian citizens who entered the US illegally. This is a low-cost concession for India as long as deportations do not lead to restrictions on legal visas. However, India has one major concern. It does not want the Trump admin to turn these deportations into a high-profile public spectacle. If Trump uses these removals as a political tool, it could create backlash in India and complicate domestic politics. For now, the Ministry of External Affairs has called these deportations a routine matter, which is part of a regular consular dialogue and arrangement between the two countries. MEA spokesperson Randeep Jaiswal has said that India continues to engage with the United States on immigration and mobility. Trump's push for mass deportations is already facing resistance in the US. In 2024, US Immigration and Customs Enforcement removed 271,484 undocumented migrants. However, ICE has only 40,000 detention beds, which is far fewer than needed to hold deportees on the scale Trump envisions. To expand capacity, Trump has ordered the Pentagon and the Department of Homeland Security to prepare for up to 30,000 detainees at Guantanamo Bay. He has also ramped up cooperation between ICE and local law enforcement to increase workplace raids and home arrests. Reports suggest that ICE field officers have been given daily targets for arresting illegal migrants, raising concerns of indiscriminate crackdowns. Many low wage workers are now staying away from jobs and public places in fear of being detained. Some US states have already filed legal challenges against Trump's immigration orders. However, analysts say Trump is not focused on legal roadblocks. His goal is to send a strong message to his voter base ahead of the next election. So, what does this mean for Indians in the United States? There are an estimated 7.25 lakh undocumented Indians living in the United States. While only 20,000 have so far been identified for deportation, Trump's policies could put many more at risk. At the same time, India's biggest concern is not just illegal migration, but also legal immigration. Over 3.5 lakh Indian students are currently studying in the United States, mostly in the STEM fields. 72% of all H-1B work visas issued between October 2022 and September 2023 went to Indian nationals. The top 4 Indian IT companies in the United States, which are Infosys, TCS, HCL, and Wipro, secured approvals for 20,000 H-1B workers. For now, Trump has publicly supported the H-1B visa program. In December, he said he was a believer in the H-1B and that the US needs very competent and great workers. But with his hardline stance on immigration, will this policy remain unchanged? India has decided to work with Trump's administration on deporting illegal migrants. Trump's immigration crackdown is in full swing with military planes now flying deportees out of the country. The fate of hundreds of thousands of undocumented Indians in the US remains uncertain. Legal migration, especially H-1B and student visas, remain India's priority. For now, India is balancing cooperation with Trump while ensuring that legal migration channels stay open. But with Trump doubling down on his immigration agenda, how long will this balance last? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.